All right, everybody, it's time for the End of Chaser Spirits and, well, beer originally, but something pairing show. It is Thursday, July the 9th, 2026. Jersey Johnny coming at you with me as none other than Mr. Tiki Samurai. I'm sorry, it still says Beer Samurai there.
Well, I'm still the Beer Samurai. Now we can get a better
You're always the Beer Samurai.
Always the Beer Samurai.
Beer Samurai. Are you shaking a, is that like a electrolyte drink or
no? Well, I guess so. Cream of coconut might have electrolytes.
It might have electrolytes in it, actually, naturally occurring electrolytes.
Yeah, we'll talk a little bit more about this as we get further into the show. But if you hadn't guessed, and I don't know what Johnny's wearing there. I'm not on my big monitor, so I can't make out.
Yeah, I'm wearing a new shirt that the lovely Jessica bought me. It's got drinks all over it. Can't really tell it on screen, but
nope,
it's very nice. It's very comfy, and it's got martini glasses, drink glasses, shaker pints, and corkscrews all over it. So it's very nice.
Shirt.
I was going to wear a Hawaiian shirt tonight, but this was sitting out for me, so I wanted to wear it.
Well, that's a problem.
What's the problem? It's got that I wore the shirt. That's a problem.
That's a major fucking problem. No, that I spilled some this cream of coconut.
You're pouring your pre-measured.
Everything's pre-measured already. The only thing I haven't measured out yet is one ingredient. What are we doing? Are we suffering first?
We're suffering first.
Okay, we'll suffer first. There's only one ingredient for the first cocktail that I have not poured yet.
Mm-hmm.
So we will. I'll do that as we talk about it. We actually are making very similar cocktails for the beginning.
We are. Yours has a twist. Mine is the original, but we're close to the original.
John's doing the original. The original was invented. I wish I could remember the guy's name now. Joe. It's Joe. I've talked about this bartender before. I can never remember his full friggin' name. Mm-hmm. But he invented it in Cairo.
Okay.
And he invented it because it was so hot outside, and the laborers, and also it wasn't probably just not the laborers, but World War II was going on.
Yep. And
things were going on out there, and it wasn't great for everybody. So they made this cocktail and called it the Suffering Bastard. For those peeps, and it was originally done, I think, in a double old fashioned, but things have changed through the years, and now there is actually a standard glass for a Suffering Bastard. That'd be this sucker right here.
Mm-hmm.
And John's gonna. Have you made yours yet, John?
I have not. No, I'll make mine after you make yours.
Okay. Well, no, you're making the standard one. You do yours first.
Okay, yeah, I suppose I could do that. All right.
And then, I'll get mine going here.
All right.
Let's just get something out of the fridge.
Ice in my shaker here.
Yes.
Lost an ice cube.
Uh-oh. Okay, yeah, this is going to take a little while to settle down once I pour it.
So let me get this ice cube because I don't need water all over the place.
It's one friggin' ice cube. What's it gonna hurt? So you hydrate a couple. You hydrate a couple of mice.
No, I didn't know. I'd be hydrating a couple boards of my hardwood floor.
Yeah, probably not the end of the world.
Probably not the end of the world, but I took care of it anyway. I get the mice in there. Okay, so we're going to. We're going to get our stuff going here. We need a half an ounce.
Half an ounce of what, John?
Half an ounce of lime juice.
There we go. Tell us what's going on there. Tell us what you're doing, what you're making. What are alcohols in this?
Half an ounce. Well, I'll say it as I go. It's half an ounce of lime juice. So we start. Why do we start with the
Because it's the cheapest ingredient.
Cheaper ingredients, right? So, half an ounce of lime juice. All right. Do about 2 to 3 dashes of Angostura bitters. Right there.
Okay.
There we go. And to
I
that,
don't put bitters in mine, but
I'll just 2 or 3 dashes.
you like your bitters.
Yep. Then we're going to put 1 ounce.
I need a more tapered, what you call it, scoop here.
1 ounce of gin. There we go. And also, everybody's favorite ingredient in a tiki cocktail.
Rum.
No.
Worship.
No.
Bourbon.
Bourbon.
Yeah, I didn't realize you were being facetious.
I was.
Yeah, so this is the thing about this drink is it's not it's not traditional in its mixture of alcohol.
It is not.
But it's still traditional in the fact that they are mixing alcohol. And I don't think the original Suffering Bastard was made with bourbon.
No.
I think the original Suffering Bastard, hold on, I can pull it down. We got it right here. This right here is kind of one of the Bibles of Caribbean drinks here.
Mm-hmm.
You see that, John? Not even looking.
Yeah, it is. Potions of the Caribbean.
Not even looking. Not even looking.
I saw it.
He's too busy. He's too busy seeing if there's any other ice cubes that have gone
I was.
rogue on him.
So now we shake this up. Now that's all that's in here, right? So it's a half an ounce of lime juice, an ounce of bourbon, an ounce of gin, and a couple dashes of Angostura bitters. All right, and we're going to pour it in this tiki mug. All right.
I like that guy.
All right, this guy. I haven't named him. I haven't named him yet.
Looks like Bob.
It could be Bob.
Nah, he doesn't look like Bob. Yeah, the original Suffering Bastard had gin in it.
Just gin.
Yep.
No bourbon.
Gin and some cognac. But it did have Angostura. It did have some Angostura bitters.
Yeah. That's the thing you can do. You can either use cognac or you can use bourbon. I guess that's
this was gin and cognac.
Gin and cognac or gin and bourbon. So there you go.
I thought you were doing red bourbon.
No. Gin and bourbon. Gin and bourbon. All right. So now we're going to pour this into the glass. All right. Strained it out. Get it all out there. Nice. Of course, that's the one thing. It's one thing I love about making drinks on camera. You know, they're very pretty to look at when you pour them out, you garnish them and everything else. But with tiki drinks, and we put them in tiki mugs, you can't see the finished product. So, no. And then to this, on top of it, we're going to add. What are we going to add?
John likes to do a floater.
Well, no, I'm putting my ginger beer in.
Oh, the ginger beer, not at the floater yet.
Not the floater. There we go. It's about 4 or 5 ounces. And then I'm not going to do the floater in this. I'll do the floater in the next one. But we're going to garnish it.
What are you garnishing with, John?
I'm garnishing with some mint, little fresh mint.
Oh, that's nice. You got to smack the shit out of that thing first,
Smack
right?
the shit out of it. Wake it up. Oh, smell that. That's great.
Here, smell me. Not getting the smell.
There we go. And there we have it. And there's my Suffering Bastard right there.
Beautiful. But we can't see the thing's face. You should turn it around.
There you go. And there's my Suffering Bastard.
Where's your straw? You got a straw?
Nah, no straw.
Oh, you need straws.
Yeah. I like drinking it right up this.
You need to get some straws.
I know. So I'll take a sip of it in a minute. Let me take my obligatory picture.
John's going to go and do some snaps. Let us know when you're ready there. Or should I start talking about mine?
Or talking about yours.
So when I started getting into tiki drinks, the one thing I did want to do is start making my own. Like every tiki enthusiast, you kind of want to make your own. Um, and the Suffering Bastard, I made the Suffering Bastard. Really enjoyed the Suffering Bastard.
That's so good. That's so good.
It's such a good drink.
Mhm.
So I decided to make a Suffering Samurai, and today I am actually suffering. And the reason I'm suffering is I didn't have one of my ingredients, and we'll get to that, and I'll tell you why I'm suffering. But this starts off with an ounce of lime juice, just like John's did, just like normal. It does have 4 ounces of ginger beer in it, but it's non-alcoholic ginger beer. I like to use the alcoholic ginger beer. Really kick this sucker up. But I was out of that, and no place in the area carries it, and I can't even remember the brand name for it. Krabby's. I couldn't find any Krabby's. It just came to me like a dream.
You can go down to the dock. You usually find them down there.
Yeah, or the whorehouse.
I see what you did there.
See what I did there? Anyway.
Well, I could have meant the same thing. I mean,
actually, yeah.
You know.
But I swapped out the bourbon, and I've changed the rum up a little bit. So what I've done with this is to make it a Suffering Samurai, is I have put in some sake.
Sake.
Right? We got a nice glare there because I've got the ring, the camera ring on.
Very nice.
Light ring. And what I do, and that's 1.5 ounces of sake, and I do 1 ounces of aged Barbados rum. And today I'm using Doorlies, which there we go, Doorlies. You can use Mount Gay. Doorlies, I think it's got a little bit of spice to it.
A little bit extra spice in Doorlies than Mount Gay, yeah, absolutely. Right.
Oh, and the recipes out of my recipe book here. So a lot of the things that I've invented through the years exist in that book. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to do a floater on this one, especially, and I'm going to go a little heavy, considering that's not alcoholic.
Since the ginger beer is not alcoholic.
Right? Yep. Hamilton 151.
Hamilton 151 is a very potent, nice 151 rum.
And you put that on the top, and what happens, and I don't recommend doing a floater without a straw, because you put that on the top, it sits on there, and then it starts leaching in, and as you drink, your drink starts to get a little stronger. Right. So, and then what I garnish it with, I've got my straw in there, and I've got my samurai glass. I've got a bamboo spear with a couple of things. And then what I like to do to make it more of a samurai thing is it gets a little straw hat.
Little straw hat. Look at that.
Straw hat.
Very nice.
That sometimes you see roaming samurais wear in the movies. The Kiragawa movies. And the cherries I like to use are these, the Collins bourbon.
Oh yeah.
There's one thing I found out about a jar of maraschino cherries, or these kind of cherries, cocktail cherries. It doesn't matter how still you've kept them. It doesn't matter how carefully you open them. You're going to drip cherry juice somewhere. 100%
cherry juice is dripping somewhere.
It gets all over the fucking place. Everywhere. It is one of the most insidious friggin' things ever.
Keep talking. I'll be right back. You'll see why in a second. Keep talking.
John will be back in a second. Maybe I don't know, maybe someone bringing him something, or he's going to go. I don't hear Lucky barking, so he's not going to go down and pet Lucky and quiet Lucky out. For those of you, oh God, that's good. That's nice. For those who don't know who Lucky is, that is a German Shepherd next door. Very needy. Pretty dog, though. Very pretty dog. So the Suffering Bastard. This book, it does tell the complete origin story of it, but we're not going to get into that. But I am going to sit here and enjoy my Suffering Samurai in my samurai shirt. Should I say samurai in Japanese and basic Japanese. Carrie and I were in Seattle. We were at the totem poles in the park. And if you've been to Seattle, you know what I'm talking about. You've probably seen the totem poles. And this one guy walks and goes, wait a second. That says Beer Samurai. And he picked it out. So that was cool. But I'm wearing my, this is from Tiki Land Trading. This is a Jeff Granito print.
Very
And
nice.
now John's a lot brighter.
Yes,
You
I
know,
figured. Yeah, I'm sitting here. I'm like, you know what? I wanted to wear this tonight because the lovely Jessica bought it for me, and I really wanted to wear it. But there's no reason why I need to wear the whole thing like this when you really can't see exactly what's on it. So I can wear this and a Hawaiian shirt for the
there you go.
TV.
You need a lei.
um, I don't have one, unfortunately.
I've got a bunch, but the ones I have out right now don't match. They'd clash with my.
I have
shirt.
beads. I have green beads right here.
No, that's not going to work.
No, it's not going to work. Yeah. Not so much. All right. So how was your? How was your Suffering Samurai?
Quite wonderful, if I do say so myself. Is it kind of like egotistic to like brag about a cocktail you invented?
Not at all. Not at all. You're proud of your work.
I do like it. I said had to put sake in it,
Of course.
to make it what I wanted it to be.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to see if I can find the origin story of this, because I know it's in this book, because I can never remember it 100%. Oh, and Joe Sciolano. That's the guy's name. That's the what you call
Joe
it?
Sciolano. Yep.
Joe the bartender.
Mm-hmm.
At least I think I'm saying his name correctly.
Joe the bartender. Wasn't that a skit on Jackie Gleason? I mean, I'm predating both of us by many years, but
it's very, very possible. But this right here, that's Joe Sciolano. Like I said, I don't think I'm saying his name right. Sciolone. It's an M, and there's no vowel at the end of it. Sciolone. So let's see.
What do you think? What are you thinking? What are you reading?
Well, I'm reading that the British officers began to claim that they were getting bad hangovers. Peninson's abilities, which customers either called the drink the Suffering Bastard or the Suffering Bar Steward.
There you go.
It was supposedly a hangover cure.
It's funny you should say that.
For the British soldiers.
Funny you should say it's a hair of the dog, so to speak.
I guess so. I don't know if the ginger beer was not. I doubt the ginger beer was non-alcoholic back in the day.
Right, of course.
So I don't know how gin, bourbon, and beer. But I guess the ginger. Well, the thing is, Joe Sciolone was originally a pharmacist. So the fact that he invented a bunch of the tiki drinks.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the precursors to tiki drinks.
Sure.
Right.
Right.
A lot of what he invented. He's also the one that he wound up traveling all over the place, and he actually wound up working at the Caribe in San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Nice.
Carrie and I will be there in November, as a matter of fact.
In November, yes.
You know what the Caribe's claim to fame is?
Yes, I do. They invented the word Caribbean. Yeah.
They did not.
They invented the TV show back in the 70s?
The Caribbean? I never heard of the Caribbean.
The Caribe.
Oh.
Or Caribe, actually. It was just Caribe.
Nope, they did not.
Let me guess again. Here's my third guess. I don't know. What is it?
You were right. What they invented the pina colada.
You know what? You know what's funny? I wasn't even thinking that, but I actually knew that. I actually did know that.
Well, you couldn't pull it out.
Couldn't pull it out. Couldn't reach down and find that file.
What's interesting is there's a bar in San Juan called Barraquina.
Okay.
I believe it's pronounced Barraquina. And there was a plaque on the outside of the building that says that this is the place where the pina colada was invented.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder who they paid to put that plaque up there, because the Barraquina did not invent the pina colada.
Caribe did.
The Caribe did. And as a matter of fact, I saw a couple of shows where the hosts went there to have a pina colada.
Right.
One was Zane Lamprey
mm-hmm.
on 3 Sheets. The other was Anthony Bourdain, in parts unknown. When Zane Lamprey went there, the bartender made him one fresh, but he had to pull a cheat sheet out from under the bar to do so.
Really?
When Bourdain went there, they're
He
making
got behind the bar and made it himself?
Yeah, no. One, he doesn't particularly like pina coladas, but they had this tub, and they were just pouring all the ingredients in this huge tub. They mix it all up, and they pour it into the slushy machine. He goes, yeah, this is I'm feeling very historical. And so then they like extract it out of the slushy machine. He's like, there's something missing. They're like, oh, well, yeah. What you do first is you put the rum in the bottom, and then you put the pina colada mix over the top of it, and you mix it up. And he was happy he was drinking rum, but he wasn't really quite happy with the overall effect. So the fact that this bar is serving them out of a friggin' slushy machine, well, who knows? When we go to the Carib, they might be making them out of slushy machines.
You never know. You never know. You'll have to report back, and I'm sure you will.
Well, what's interesting about that is the reason there was something that was called the what was the thing called? It was called the Ron Pina. Now, Ron, R-O-N, and a lot of times in the Caribbean just means rum. It's another word for rum. So it really meant just rum and pina and pineapple.
Mm-hmm.
And the Carib, their welcome drink was this Ron Pina. And then mix it up and then hand to people as they got out of the shuttle from the airport. If you've ever been to the Caribbean, if you check into your airport, there's usually a welcome cocktail. This was their welcome cocktail. Mm-hmm. Well, what happened it was like 48 or something like that, the University of Puerto Rico, they figured out a quick way to make cream of coconut. Because usually what you had to do is you had to take all the water out, mm-hmm. scrape all the meat out, put it back with the water, put it into a cheesecloth, and keep squeezing. And then whatever formed the top, you'd skim that off, and that was your cream of coconut. Mm-hmm. They figured out in Puerto Rico how to do it with a machine. And so Coco Lopez was born.
And so Coco Lopez was born. Absolutely.
And with the invention of Coco Lopez, mm-hmm. I think about 6 years later, in 1954, mm-hmm. the Pina Colada was born.
There you go.
And that became the Carib's welcome drink after that.
Very nice.
So, and I bring that up as a segue into my next drink.
You finished your Suffering Bastard?
No, I haven't finished it, but we were just going to sit here and drink.
Well, no, I was going to talk about the fact of what I used. One thing I just want to point out, it's one bourbon. It's the higher end bottles of this are very, very, very good. And Dave, you were just talking about one last week on the beer show, actually, when we did our.
Was I now?
You were.
And what would this be?
But the lower end bottle.
I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, it's a great mixing bourbon. It's one of the better. Obviously, the better bourbon you use in a drink, the better the drink is going to taste to some level, right?
Right.
There's a point where obviously, putting like 2 ounces of a, what is it?
That would be the ice machine.
There you
go. There's no water left in it, so I turned it off.
Gotcha. Putting 2 ounces or 3 ounces of a $2,500 bottle of Pappy in a drink other than the fact that it's sacrilege. It's not getting you any better of a tasting drink than a much, much, much less expensive bourbon would. But anyway, I digress. Right. Back to this. This is one of the greatest, affordable mixing bourbons that you can use. And this is a fresh bottle. Just purchased for me by my daughter and son-in-law, by the way.
That's very nice of her.
Thank you, Marina and Brian. And for Father's Day, as a matter of fact. So I deigned to use it tonight in this. So there you go.
There you go. As you can see, I'm setting up my next
You're setting up your next drink. I'm almost done with this. This is fantastic. This is a very good drink. I may make another one when we're done.
I'm setting this up with I'm going to do my Headhunter mug.
Nice.
Right, I like putting that one in the drink that I'm going to make, because this one does use cream of coconut.
Okay.
It's not Coco Lopez. It's Coco Goya.
Coco Goya. Very nice.
Just as good.
That's what you were shaking earlier.
That's what I was shaking earlier. And what you do with this, what I am making is something called the painkiller.
Yes, you are.
Painkiller is one of my favorite drinks. I absolutely love this drink. It calls for an ounce of the cream of coconut. And the thing is, it's very rare that you're going to find a drink that's going to call for more than an ounce of cream of coconut because it's sweet. It's very powerful in its coconut flavor. But to make sure I get every drop of the 1 ounce, I'm going to take my pineapple juice, put it in there, swirl it around, as I do with any kind of syrup thing that I have in one of my little measuring beakers here.
Of course.
And then I'm going to pour in my pineapple juice.
There you go.
And that's 4 ounces of pineapple juice.
You know what you could do with some of the thicker cream of coconut that you have left over? I think it acts as a good lubricant on the bottom of your chair.
No, I don't think it'll work. I still haven't figured out where that creek comes from. I've got 1 ounce of freshly squeezed orange juice. Well, it was freshly squeezed at 7, but it's no longer freshly squeezed.
It's no longer fresh. Neither is mine.
2 ounces. And 2 ounces of what? Well, it's interesting because my Pussers is sitting right here. But that's my standard Pussers.
My Pussers is sitting right here.
This is the gunpowder version. Because I got robbed of ABV in my Suffering Samurai, I decided to go with a gunpowder. And the thing is, if you do a if you do a painkiller, it has to be Pussers. They have trademarked the name.
Pussers has trademarked the name.
They've trademarked the name. If you're in a bar that are calling something a painkiller and they're not using Pussers in it,
it's not a painkiller.
It's not a painkiller, and it's possible that Pussers may come after them. As a matter of fact, one of my favorite tiki bars, Paradise Lost, they have what? They've got a drink that's got rum in it, cream of coconut, pineapple and orange juice.
Sure.
But they call it redacted because they don't use Pussers.
Redacted.
So what you do is you put all your ingredients in your mixing cup here. And you ready for this noise?
Go for it.
Here we go. We're gonna blend this without ice. And that's gonna blend for give it about 15 seconds.
About 15 minutes.
There we go. That should be enough. And we're gonna pour this, and you saw me earlier scooping ice into the Headhunter cup. And then put it all the way to the top. And I'm going to put this back to catch any drippings. So I'm going to add a little bit more ice to this.
Yeah, you got to fill it to the top with the ice.
Yep. And then you get to the fun part.
And what would that be? What would the fun part be you're talking about, sir?
Well, the fun part requires one of these. And requires one of these.
Oh, a little nutmeg.
This is a nutmeg.
And
the
this is a nutmeg.
Yes.
You think that's how the name of it was invented?
I don't think so.
I always look for possibilities.
And so I'm going to grate some nutmeg over the top of that with my microplane grater. No, I do not like pre-grated nutmeg. It is just basically gravel.
You're not right. You're not wrong there.
And you also need a little bit of this. This is cinnamon.
Yep.
Oh. And you put a little bit of cinnamon on top of that. And so you put it on top of the ice. Right. So you're obviously it's not getting too deep into the drink.
Right.
What it's doing for the most part is getting into your nose. And we'll talk a little bit more about that when John makes his second drink. Because how John's going to garnish is all about getting aromas up in your nose to enhance the flavor. So
absolutely.
There's my Headhunter. So I'm going to finish my Suffering Samurai. Let this dilute a little bit while you make your second.
Sounds like a plan. All right. Well, my second drink, I am making a fog cutter.
A fog cutter?
A fog cutter.
So we both have some very actionable tiki drinks here.
Yes, we
A
do.
painkiller and a fog cutter.
Killer and a cutter. And both of our first drinks were suffering.
They were suffering. Why were they suffering? Because they'd been cut and killed.
Because they were cut and killed. Right. Yeah, you're right. Well, yeah. Well, the pain was killed, though. So the pain was suffering.
Well, yes, they were. Maybe they went into surgery.
That's true. That's
Oh,
true.
maybe we have it backwards. Maybe they're suffering. So they were given some anesthesia.
Yep.
And then they were cut to alleviate their suffering.
To alleviate their suffering. Not wrong there. All right. All right. So, I'm going to start with, as we do, I'm going to start with ice. Yeah. Got to put some ice in the. Ice tends to freeze when it's in one of these.
It freezes to itself, yeah.
It's to itself there. So.
Wait a second. I lost my nutmeg. Oh, there it is, sitting on top of the
You
bourbon.
lost your nutmeg?
I lost my nutmeg.
Right.
At least I didn't drop the nut.
Yeah, but you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that.
Not on the shelf.
Yep. All right, so we're going to start with 2 ounces of lemon juice.
Lemon juice.
Lemon juice. 2 ounces. Two. There we go. 2 ounces of lemon juice. Then we're going to do 1 ounce of freshly squeezed orange juice. And again, mine's not freshly squeezed. Mine's not freshly squozed either. I like doing 2 halves because then I don't have to fill the jigger to the top.
And get orange juice all over the place.
And get orange juice all over the place. Which I did anyway, but...
Do a little policing up my area here while you're doing that.
Policing of the area, always clean, always clean, always clean.
And I can't recommend these things enough for making tiki drinks. Getting the scientific. If you can get the shatterproof ones, even better, because eventually I would guarantee you're going to drop one.
No, you're not wrong.
You will drop one eventually, and while you're picking up shards of glass, your drink's waiting for you.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So we got 2 ounces of lemon juice in there. We got 1 ounce of orange juice in there.
Okay.
Then we have a half an ounce of orgeat.
I thought it's pronounced orgeat.
Orgeat.
I think it's orgeat.
I've heard both. I say both. Depends on what I'm doing. Orgeat.
Orgeat.
Half an ounce of orgeat. All right. Then we're going to do the spirits, if you will. We are going to start with a half an ounce of gin. Yes, more gin.
John likes his gin.
I love my gin. That's why the Singapore Sling is my favorite tiki drink, because it's all gin.
The tiki precursor drink.
Tiki precursor drink. Tiki nonetheless, but yes.
Yes. Well, there's a bunch of drinks that are considered tiki that weren't technically tiki. They're kind of grandfathered in. The Singapore Sling's one of them. There's another precursor out there, not just I always confuse it with the Singapore Sling. It'll come to me.
And then we're going to put 1 ounce of brandy. There we go. 1 ounce of brandy.
It's either orgeat or orgeat.
Orgeat, yeah. I just said both. It's orgeat or orgeat.
Orgeat.
All right.
It's funny because they're saying it's orgeat rhymes with garage. That's okay. This is why I don't like AI. It doesn't know how to rhyme. Well, we know it doesn't know how to spell. So
this is true. Then we're going to do 2 ounces of a light Puerto Rican rum.
Which one are you using there?
I am actually using my go-to when it comes to light Puerto Rican rums to mix.
Bacardi?
No, Captain Morgan, actually.
Captain Morgan. The one I use is hiding back here, I believe. This has become my favorite. The Havana Club.
Havana Club is nice.
Yeah, I like that.
A bottle of Appleton downstairs, too. But
Appleton White?
Yeah, Appleton White.
Nice.
But I wasn't going to use that tonight. I like using this. All right. So all the ingredients are in there. Let me cheat sheet down here. So we got the rum, we got the brandy, we got the gin, we got the lemon juice, we got the orange juice, we got the orge or orgeat.
Yep.
And there we go. And now we're going to cap it, and we're going to shake for half an hour or so.
Okay, if your arm can stand it. So usually when you're doing it, pretty much any drink that's got to be good and chilled, you want to shake until that frost almost completely engulfs your shaker. Out of frost.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Depending upon what kind of shaker you have.
I shake until my fingers can't stand the coldness of the shaker anymore. That's
another way to do it.
When my fingers are like, yeah, you're done shaking, I'm done shaking. I'm just about done. All right.
Just about done. Your fingers can't handle it anymore.
We're just about done. Yeah. So I can put ice in the tiki glass, and we're using this boy. This is Bob's cousin.
Gurr. He's just Gurr.
He's just Gurr. Yeah. Bob's cousin Gurr. There you go.
Oh, it's funny. I've got this glass here. I have used this on the lager room guy's shelf right here.
Very nice. Oh, yes, you have.
That's
Gurr. He's Gurr.
This is Gurr glass. And my oldest son, Nicholas, nicknamed him Gurr glass.
Gurr glass. There you go.
Nicholas was terrified of Gurr glass. And now he's in the Air Force, so go figure.
Go figure.
Yep, I'd pull out Gurr glass and he'd run.
Nice.
There's no, not Gurr glass.
All right. So I'm going to add another couple ice cubes, and I have to put just a little bit more rum and brandy there. Always. Come on.
There you go.
Always.
Got that hanger on.
Always figure out how large your vessel is and pour to that. So we're going
to. The draw line.
The draw line. So we're going to put just a little bit more. Just going to do a little bit more rum. Make another half an ounce. And 3/4. There we go. And a little bit more bourbon. Brandy. Just a bit more. You feel free to talk amongst yourselves.
What I was going to say, I wanted to talk about while you're doing this, is in John's first drink, you saw him slap the mint, put the mint on there. The mint doesn't get stirred into the drink. The mint doesn't get muddled into the drink.
Nope.
The mint is there for the aromatics.
It is.
So as you get, like, even if you're using a straw, as your nose gets close to the mint, we've got a shit ton of taste buds in our nose and the back of our throat.
Yes, we do.
And so as the aromas are going past that, they're altering the flavor, the overall flavor of the drink. So that's the point of the mind killer with the painkiller.
Painkiller, yes.
We should probably do a mind eraser after this. Huh?
It's probably not a bad idea, actually.
Not a tiki drink, by the way.
No.
No, that's just a college get you all fucked up drink.
I thought that was the Jersey Turnpike.
The Jersey Turnpike. I told you that I worked in a bar that we referred to that drink as Rick's Balls, right?
Rick's Balls, yes.
Yes, because he wouldn't do the typical where he just empty the mats. He just randomly grab stuff out of the speed rack and then hide it. And the way he'd pour, it looked like he was squeezing his balls to get the stuff out of it.
Squeezing it out, right?
So we all just called it Rick's Balls.
Yep.
No, the painkiller, having that cinnamon and that nutmeg on the top of that, you're getting those aromatics up into your nose. And I see John preparing a pour over.
Yeah. So speaking of aromatics,
a little bit of a float.
So what I'm going to do is I'm not pouring the float straight out of the bottle. And this is pussers. All right.
That it is.
I'm pouring the float out of the jigger because it's easier to hold the jigger than it is to hold the bottle with one hand while you hold a bar spoon with another. So there you go. And bar spoon. And we're just going to float
Right over the back.
right over the back of it onto the top of
We
said
both-
drink. Very nice.
Cedric.
So right at the top, right at the top of Cedric. Yes,
I
he,
think
he loves that when I do that.
that's his new name now, Cedric.
Cedric.
That's the name of that mug.
Cedric. So Bob and Cedric. There you go.
Well, we need a better name for Bob.
I need a better name for Bob. Okay. And what are we garnishing this with?
You gonna smack some more mint?
More mint. There we go. So smack away. I lost one.
I saw that. I saw that fucker go flying.
Flying, yep. Let's get another one. We got more. We got more. We got more mint. There we go. Smack these boys. All right. Put that in there. Like so. And there is Cedric holding my pot cutter. And obviously got to take a picture, a cursory picture. Cursory, I always say that. The obligatory picture.
My what you call it? My suffering bastard mug and my my headhunter mug don't have names.
You should name them. All right. So here goes nothing. Here's my
Cheers.
Cheers. Smells fantastic.
I love this drink.
Tastes even better. Oh my god.
Now, if you make it with Pusser's gunpowder, you're definitely going to get more alcoholic bite to it than you normally would with the normal Pussers.
Yep.
And it is blended and measured out to go with original Pussers to get that completely beautifully balanced one. But overbalancing it a little bit with gunpowder proof Pussers, not a bad thing.
You're talking about your painkiller, right? Not my
My painkiller. Yeah, you got to start ordering the gunpowder for your store.
I think I will. Yeah.
It is. Is this my second bottle of it? This might be my second bottle of it, and look where I am.
Oh yeah.
Every now and then, because my Mai Tai's done with Pussers. That's why I go through.
Every now and then you get a little bit lonely.
Excuse me.
I thought you were going to say every now and then you get a little bit lonely.
No.
And you never come around.
It's a whole different song. But the Puss, I go through so much because I make a lot of friggin' Mai Tais.
Yes, you do.
I'd probably make about 2 to 5 a week.
2 to 5 a day.
Oh, in a day. But every now and then, if the day's been particularly tough, I'm like, screw it, I'm making it with Pusser's gunpowder.
Mm-hmm.
Now, one Mai Tai I did on Gashasha Day, National Gashasha Day, I made it with Gashasha rather than Barbancourt.
Oh no. Okay.
It adds definitely a very different element to it. Does change the drink a little bit, and I really do like it, but I still prefer it with this stuff right here.
Oh yes, the Barbancourt.
Yes.
Did you get that bottle by me?
No,
You didn't. Okay.
I did not. Did that come from downstairs? Did that come from Putin? I think it came from downstairs.
I have a couple different bottles of Barbancourt. So.
Yes, you've got 3 of them, right? You got the 8 and the 10 and the 12.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Yep. And on that note, we were just talking earlier because I had to pick up more dark rum. So today I was back and forth with Samurai, and we were discussing the fact that should I just go with the Pussers because I need another bottle of Pussers, and I did need another bottle of Pussers. But we got in, and I've been wanting to get a bottle of Santa Teresa. I think it's 1739. It's the triple Solera aged dark rum.
Oh, that's fancy.
And I've been wanting to pick up a bottle of it. So I'm like, do I just get that today and kill 2 birds with 1 stone and use that for the float? But then I'm still going to need a bottle of Pussers, right? And he was like, how often are you going to drink the Santa Teresa? Get it, but not for tonight. Get the Pussers.
No.
There you go.
That's like my my Don Q over there, the Grand
Right.
Reserve.
Right. You're gonna sip that. You put that in a glass. You're gonna sip it. You might float it on something here and there. But
Well, the person who got for me to make tiki drinks with. So I told her, I was like, okay. I said, this one's a sipper. It's not something I'm really gonna put into a lot of tiki drinks, but I promised her I'd make some tiki drinks with it. So every now and then I pull it out to make a tiki drink, but more often than not, it's coming out of that beautiful packaging.
Right.
just to be poured into one of my little fancy glasses
Hmm.
to sip away at.
To sip away on.
Oh, speaking of Don Q, today I made my reservation for the Don Q tour in Ponce, Puerto Rico in November.
In Ponce, Puerto Rico. Very nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be very nice.
Very nice.
Funny because it's held at they have it at it's like a castle. It's kind of like a castle, and the castle is the Sorales family. The Sorales family were the family that founded Don Q.
Right.
But now it's a tourist attraction. But Don Q still has events in there, and they do their tours and their tastings
Sure.
in the castle. The castle's got a Japanese garden. They've got this huge tower shaped like a cross you go to the top of, and it's already sitting on the top of the hill that overlooks Ponce.
Right.
And also the Caribbean.
Right.
So
That's fantastic. This is really, really tasty. But I do like this. I'll tell you why too. I like getting back to the reason I use the Captain Morgan white rum
Okay.
for a mixer like in a drink such as this, in a tiki drink, specifically in a tiki drink, right?
well, it's also it's one of the least expensive white rums out there.
Well, there's that too, but that's not even why. Now Bacardi's a go-to when it comes to your light rum, white rum, mixing rum, so forth and so on. But Bacardi, I like Bacardi in like a mojito,
Okay.
or something that's I need a little bit more bite to the rum. Nothing that I want like anything that I want tropical flavors for, or the sweetness of the juices and everything else, specifically in a tiki drink. The Captain Morgan's a little sweeter, a little bit more smoother for that reason. It's not as sharp and dry as the
Well, and dry is the key word. You say dry, and I'm thinking you may have spelt nearly flavorless wrong. Um, you use Bacardi White when you're mixing a drink where you want booze, but you don't want the booze flavor.
Right.
Right. Bacardi White, perfect in a pina colada.
Right. Because all you want to taste is the coconut and the pineapple juice.
Right. Speaking of, tomorrow is National Pina Colada Day.
Tomorrow is National Pina Colada Day.
And you know what Saturday is?
National Hangover from Pina Colada. Too many Pina Coladas Day.
No, you'll get that before you even wake up. With all the sugar that's in a pina colada.
Mm-hmm.
No, it is actually National Rum Day.
Very nice. Very nice.
And I don't think they're. Yeah, but have to look into that. But it's also National Mojito Day.
Okay.
So you just brought them both up. We've been talking about all three of these, and guess what? All three of those, in the next 2 days, all three of them are being celebrated.
Absolutely. We'll have to put some stuff up. As you know, the show is shared on every week on every time we do it. Obviously on the End of Chaser Facebook page. It's also shared on the American Craft, not American, the Artisan Craft Spirits Facebook page as well.
Yep.
So, and that one actually has more followers than the End of Chaser page does.
The Artisan one, nice.
The Artisan one. So, whatchamacallit? So we, as well as YouTube, of course, on the Log Room channel on the YouTube page. But we should post those up on there. Put up a little blurb on Pina Colada Day tomorrow, and Rum Day and Mojito Day on Saturday as well.
We'll be making some pina coladas tomorrow.
Fair enough.
Most definitely. Can't go too overboard because I want to get up, and I do want to get to the 2-ton grand reopening.
Yeah, not going to get there. I'll be just down the road.
Yeah, just down the road. But I was
actually I take that back. I will not be just down the road. I'm actually off on Saturday.
Oh,
mm-hmm.
Very nice.
I'm off on Saturday. My daughter's coming down tomorrow. Actually, spending the night. We're doing a couple things in the morning, and we're going out to the beach. Jess and I and Rachel. But I'm gonna have to leave them. Unfortunately, they're gonna keep enjoying the day at the beach and whatnot. I have to host trivia, my monthly trivia host duties.
out at River Horse.
At River Horse, yes. So I'll be River Horse. I will be. Anybody listening to this wants to come see me, talk about cocktails or beer or anything, or just play trivia and have some good beer up by Robin and the gang out of River Horse. Come on out on Saturday from 6 to 8.
There you go.
Mhm.
But no, we'll definitely be making the pina coladas tomorrow.
Very nice.
Yeah, the thing about the pina coladas, frozen margaritas. Um, these are things that your tiki enthusiasts refer to as boat drinks.
Right.
Tiki adjacent.
Tiki adjacent.
Not now. The thing is, you're going to see so many places that are called themselves tiki bars. And they call themselves tiki bars because they made a bar out of some pallets and hung some like dried grass up or something.
Right.
And they call themselves a tiki bar and they're selling pina coladas or frozen margaritas or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
To me, I consider that a non-legit tiki bar. I mean, one of my favorite bars in New Jersey is a non-legit tiki bar.
Okay.
You know which one that is?
Yes, I do.
At Jenkinson's.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Martell's Tiki Bar.
Martell's, yeah. Well, Martell's is next to Jenkinson's, but it's all one building, and
yeah, it's part of. It's for a while there. They were the same. They were the same owners. I'm not sure if they still are.
I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure they are, and I only say that because I'm pretty sure Mr. Jenkinson owns Point Pleasant.
Most of it.
Most of it.
So. Got the aquarium. Yeah. But Martell's, love them dearly, not a legit tiki bar.
Not such a tiki bar. Much more, and we have to get there together. And Doug has to get there with us, and I think he just commented too. Sorry, missing show. Swamped with work. We'll listen when I get home. There you go. Actually, he just popped on. So somebody else is listening on the Lager Room YouTube page. So, thanks, Doug. Yes, listen when you get home. Comment. Give us any feedback on our group, and let us know what you think.
Yeah, there's no fear of him not doing that.
I'm sure. But we got to get him up, and we got to get together. We got to go to Lee's before they sell, because who knows what's gonna happen, what it's gonna turn into, and who knows, maybe it's better. I don't know. But before they sell, I would like to get to Lee's at least once.
I didn't hear that they were selling.
They are. Well, it's kind of they're not pushing it, but it's for sale.
Interesting. Oh,
wait a minute. I just had a thought. There you go.
I could say. Say one thing. If I bought it, the tiki drinks would improve. Not that the tiki drinks are bad, but
the tiki drinks are good.
They're good. But the Mai Tai and the Scorpion Bowl and the Zombie all kind of taste the same.
Yes, Doug. Lee's Hawaiian Islander is it is, and it's been for a while, right? I mean, it's not. They're not pushing it from what I hear. Now, I have not gone in there. I've not talked to them. I don't know. I know this at least secondhand. I can't say at least, at most secondhand.
And it's not because the business is failing. If you've
it's not.
Been there,
they want to retire.
Because when you go in, you can very well tell who the owners are.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're each about 130 years old.
135, I think, their last birthday.
135. No, that's the husband. She's only 130.
She's 130.
Yeah, she's 130.
No, they just want to retire. The business isn't failing. It's very thriving. Everything's good. The food's fantastic. The drinks are good. So they but yes, Doug,
the decor is out of this world.
Globally out there. They're not pushing it. They don't have somebody out there scouting potential owners. It's just out in the ethers. They've put it out there. Anybody interested? We're for sale. Come talk. That kind of a thing.
And I guess the kids don't want to take over for mom and dad.
Well, the kids are 90. So
yeah, there's that. They want to retire too.
Right. I think the kids are already retired.
Yeah, it's very possible.
So, but yeah, I do miss the Jade Fountain dearly. Lisa White Islander was always more of a tiki place than the Jade was, but the Jade had plenty of tiki there. Many a night I was up at the Jade Fountain, which literally was about 6 blocks away from Lisa White Islander, in North Arlington, the next town over, from Lyndhurst to North Arlington. But like they're both right on the border, on either side of it. and they drinking plenty of fog cutters and mai tais and Singapore slings. So there was the tiki. It certainly was a tiki thing. It's Polynesian. They're both Polynesian, right?
Oh, yeah.
So there was plenty of tiki culture in the Jade Fountain too. But Lee Islander pushed it just a little bit, pushed the envelope just a little bit more.
With the decor.
With the decor, right. Not with the drinks or with the food. They're pretty much kind of on par. Uncle John, we called him John Moon. He ran Lee Islander. He ran the Jade Fountain in North Arlington for many, 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 many years. And then when Harry Lee and the other owners decided to sell, and they wound up just closing out. They had several locations. They had one in Clifton. They had one out in Mars Plains.
The one in Clifton went and burnt down.
And the building that was built there now houses Ghost Hawk and Silk City. Yes.
No.
Yeah. It was right across the street. It was right across the street from Rutt's Hut. It was where that.
No. You got the wrong hot dog joint. It's across the street from Hot Grill.
No. It was right across the street
from Hot Grill.
I promise you, it was.
That's right across the street from Hot Grill.
All right, so we'll have to debate this on a later show, but I promise you, I'm correct. But you may check it out. But either way, it was in Clifton. We'll agree.
It was definitely in Clifton.
Clifton.
It's just what side of it?
Right. So in any event, I'll put that up in a second, Doug. Whatchamacallit? They closed all of the Lease White Islanders, and John Moon went down and went to work at Lease White Islander. So very, very, very similar structures and everything else. But my point being, Lease White Islander, the decor was much more tiki, was much more Polynesian. There was plenty of Polynesian accents in the Jade, but the decor in Lease White Islander is legendary.
I don't know if you can see this.
Lease White Islander. No, Lease White Islander. No, you're right at that. I'm talking about the Jade Fountain.
Oh, when we were talking Lease White, I was saying it burnt down to the ground.
Yeah.
No. The Jade Fountain didn't burn to the ground.
Jade Fountain, but they tore it down.
Yes.
They tore it down.
Lease White Islander was right across from...
Lease White Islander was across from Hot Grill.
Yes.
Go figure. Lease White Islander was across from Hot Grill on Lexington Ave. And the Jade Fountain was across from Rutt's Hut.
Could
there be a connection between Polynesian food, tiki drinks, and hot dogs?
Yep.
I wonder. Doug says, does New Jersey carry Stro?
Oh, he's still on and on about this one, huh?
You know what? I
hit us up last time on it.
I don't believe so. I do not believe so.
Yeah, you looked into that, right?
I did. I do not believe so. I have not heard anything back that they do. All I've heard, and I haven't heard back on everything that I've put out there, but everything I've heard back, and it's no. I've never heard it lately in Jersey. So
I always thought Stroh's was a bad beer.
Yeah. Well, Stroh's the Stroh's Brewery, the only Stroh's Brewery, where they were. What is it now?
Stroh's Brewery? Wasn't that like right across from Hiram's? Sorry.
See where you went there. No, Stroh's Brewery was on Route 78 in Allentown, Pennsylvania.
So is that where Yuengling?
No.
Big Yuengling is what?
No. It's still a brewery. It's still a very, very, very large brewery. In fact, it's bigger now than it was when Stroh's.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. It was the Yuengling. No, the Yuengling. That's not the
Yuengling's in Potts.
I'm sorry.
I'm
aware of that. I've been there. I've been in the caves. I've been dripped on.
As have I.
What is that fucking big brewery there?
It's a very, very, very large brewery. In fact, it's probably the largest. Well, unless you count Yuengling as the largest craft brewery in the United States, it is actually, I think Yuengling is second to this one. The 1, 2, and 3 always every year they kind of move.
Yeah, I can't remember. Just tell me.
It's not Yuengling and it's not Sierra Nevada, so it's
Sam Adams.
Sam Adams Brewery. Every bit of Sam Adams you get in New Jersey, with the exception
of
all of these specialty bottles, comes out of Allentown, Pennsylvania, the old Stroh's on Route 78. There you go. And Doug also said, fantastic. Austrian approved, overproofed, Austrian approved. Austrian overproof rum. It's an outlier, unique rum. There you go.
I'm going to have to reach out to my Austrian friends and see if they've heard of it. Um,
Stro 160. Yeah, Doug, I'll do a little more digging, but everything I've turned up so far, it doesn't exist in Jersey right now. So
Austrian rum. Who'd have thunk?
who'd have thunk they'd make good rum in Austria? Well, you know what? I can't say that's impossible, right? Because as we know,
there's no huge sugarcane industry in Austria.
right.
So
Right, but now most rum, not all, most rum is derived from molasses.
right, which is a byproduct of processing sugarcane into sugar.
Right. Some rum is from squeezing raw sugarcane, and then so it's not it's the pre molasses.
So these four here
Mhm.
are all derived from the molasses.
Right.
The scrapings out of whatever's left over after they've processed the sugar. Cachaça and rum Babancourt, these are from the pressings from sugarcane.
And you know what else is?
What else? What else? Captain Morgan?
Just the white. Just the white.
You sure about that?
I'm fairly certain about that. I could be wrong, but I'm fairly certain about that. Let me just double check my notes.
Because it's really only the French colonies in the rum making world that did it that way. So you get Haiti, Guyana. What were some of the other ones? But they were the ones. And
I could be wrong, but I'm fairly certain I'm right.
But most of the rest of them are just done. Then they're distilled out of molasses, so they start off clear. They're just not barrel aged.
Right.
And I think that's what the white rums in the British colony and Spanish colony traditions.
I can't find my notes. I'm fairly certain I'm correct, but I could be wrong. I will be the first to admit I'm wrong. If anybody proves me wrong, that's fine. I'm happy to admit it. But for some reason I'm almost certain.
What country does it come from?
What country does it come from? Let's see. Produced by Captain Morgan Rum, and it would be in Hoboken.
Probably not squeezed. Okay.
Not Hoboken. No, it's not. I'm almost certain I read that somewhere. I'm almost certain it was in a note. Anyway, yours are certainly the one you were talking about.
Yes.
And Babancourt.
I may have to back up John here because it comes from St. Croix. St. Croix may have been part of the French tradition of rums.
There you go. I'm almost certain I read that, and I'm almost certain I knew that. And it's one of the reasons why it's sweeter and not as dry as a.
I'm sorry, John. Captain Morgan white rum is made from high quality sugarcane molasses.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
It is from the molasses.
All right. I was thinking of something else. My bad. All right. So again, I said I was the first to admit it. I'm good. Yep. But Babancourt and the others.
Your Haitian rum.
They're from fresh pressed sugarcane, not from the molasses, not from the byproduct. Which, by the way, molasses is fantastic in certain applications.
Well, the difference that you get
when you say byproduct of anything, when you say byproduct, you think of it's the garbage after you process.
No. Well, yeah, not everything's grappa. Not all byproducts are grappa, and I love grappa.
I love grappa too, as proven about 3 years ago in Montauk.
Long Island. In Montauk, we had some fun.
We did. Yes, we did.
But I lost my train of thought of where I was going with that.
You were going with that we were talking about the Stro 160 from Austria. Oh no, I was saying that
something much more recent.
Well, I was just in general. I was saying that there's plenty of rum that, while to me it doesn't actually maybe match some of the better Caribbean rums. There's plenty of really, really, really good rum that's produced right in the United States, in Jersey, in fact. And he's getting one out right now.
Right here. This is Prosperity rum. Where's this one from, John?
Prosperity Rum is from Little Water Distilling in Atlantic City, New Jersey.
Right, and they're right across from a hot dog joint. No, they're actually not. They're right behind the Seed.
Behind the Seed Brewery. Yeah, absolutely.
No, I was going to
And
say
they were there first.
They were there first.
And Amanda opened the Seed in the building that Little Water was in, not the other.
Now, what was open first, the Seed or
Axford? What came first, Little Water, the Seed, or Little Water?
No, but one of the differences, you can always tell the difference between the French style rums and the British and Spanish style rums, because since it's fresh, since it's squeezed from the cane,
right?
You got to remember, sugar cane is a grass.
Sure.
So rum Babancourt, Cachaça, they have a grassy flavor to them.
Sure.
And there's a whole bunch of different like vegetal notes to those kind of rums. So they bring. So when you are making a tiki drink and you're making your base alcohol blend, if you want that kind of that flavor in there, you go towards one of the rum spelled with an H, RHUM, and that's going to give you that flavor. Whereas, when you're talking about, especially more the British style rums, with that molasses, you're getting more of a, caramel flavor. You're getting a almost a little bit of smoke. The Guyanan rums have a little bit more smoke to them, a little earthier. But when you do with molasses, you get that darker, those fuller flavors than you do with those vegetable flavors out of the French style.
Nice, very nice.
What you looking up?
I'm just checking one thing. I'm checking hot dog joints across from Tiki.
Actually,
you know what? Ironically, what's your favorite tiki place in Manhattan, in the East Village, as it were?
Paradise Lost.
Paradise Lost is not that far away from Grace Papaya.
It is not, but you could always go up to Tiki Chick.
You could
and get a hot dog while you're sitting at the bar.
There you go.
And you know what's special? You know what's special about that hot dog?
What's special about the hot dog?
First of all, it's foot long.
Of course.
Second of all, it is covered in chili made with Spam.
Chili made with Spam.
And whereas I do recommend the hot dog, trust me, people, the $5 chicken sandwiches are an absolute steal. They are fantastic. The hot dog for $5, you got a foot long with Spam chili on top of it for $5. You can get loaded fries with Spam chili on it for $5. But the chicken sandwiches, that's the way to go.
Gotcha. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. And Grace Papaya is closer to Paradise Lost, but also in the other direction, not too far.
Not too far is
Criff Dogs.
Criff Dogs, yes. And if you go in a different direction entirely, not so much hot dogs, unless they're kosher, Katz's.
Yeah, well, it's kind of the same. It's further from Criff Dogs, but in that same direction. But yeah.
Now, Criff Dogs is off and to the east. Katz's is east and south. It's southeast of
right
of it. So it's been a while since I've been to Paradise Lost. I'm not sure I've economically recovered from my last trip there.
I take that back. Paradise Lost is only 2 blocks from Criff Dogs.
Only 2 blocks, and it's about 6 blocks from Katz's.
And it's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks from Katz's.
That was 1 block off.
And it's about the same distance, about 7 blocks from Grace Papaya. So yeah,
and it's only about 2 blocks from McSorley's.
It is like a block and a half from McSorley's.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you go past McSorley's and have to turn around, it'll be 2 blocks.
Be 2 blocks. And exactly. A block further down 6th from Paradise Lost is a wonderful cocktail bar, speakeasy-esque cocktail bar, Death and Company.
Death and Company,
Mhm.
just around the corner.
Right. And in the same building as Criff Dogs, 2 blocks away from Paradise Lost, is
Please don't tell.
Please Don't Tell.
Please.
Please don't tell. I will tell. It's Please Don't Tell.
And just a couple doors down from that is Augerswell.
And no, right next door.
No, right next door. That's right.
Augerswell.
Right next door.
Exactly.
I miss the Proletariat.
I miss Proletariat. I miss the Belgian room.
Oh my God, the Belgian room. It was a sub-level place. It was like you knew it was going to go out of business eventually because you could always find a table of your choice there. It was never
Very, very. All the times I was ever in the Belgian room, I was never in there. I was only in there once when it was actually crowded.
Yeah,
and that was actually, ironically, during the day.
That's odd. Something must have been going on.
Yeah, well, no, it was busy in New York, so it was just people were finding.
I was wondering if it was like Belgian Independence Day or something.
I actually, you know what I think it was? I actually think it was a Pride Day. I think it was.
That would explain it too. Yeah.
But I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was. But any other time I was in it, now it wasn't empty by any means. There were plenty of people in there, but you'd always find a table. You'd always find a bar.
Yeah.
The
place was sizable.
Yeah.
So I'm sure their rent went through the roof, and that's
well, that's what it was. All of these rents, especially on St. Mark's, right there.
Yeah.
Where Belgian Room was, where Hop Devil was, where Proletariat was.
Mm-hmm.
All of these rents went through the roof because the owners, just like anybody else, they wanted to gentrify the area.
Yeah.
Jaffa Cafe. That was a staple. You could go there at 5 a.m. and eat if you were drunk. 24-hour diner, right on that same block as Proletariat, as Belgian Room, as Hop Devil, as Augerswell, as Please Don't Tell, Criff Dogs.
If we ever lose Dumpling Man,
mm-hmm.
I'll be very upset.
And the
other dumpling place, like one block up from there, closed.
It did. They
didn't make it because, like, well, you got to go to this new place. You got to go to Dumpling Man. You're going to fucking Dumpling Man.
Mm-hmm. But Jaffa Cafe was directly across the street from a very iconic. Two very iconic buildings.
Well, they were side by side. They're kind of the same building.
Same. Well, no, there were two buildings, but they were side
by
side.
Two buildings, but they're mirror images of each other.
Correct.
And they just happened to be the cover for Physical Graffiti.
It was the cover for. It was two things. It was the cover for Physical Graffiti
and the left stoop.
The left building stoop was the scene for most of the video for Waiting on a Friend
by the Rolling Stones.
The Rolling Stones. Yeah.
And that's where Mick and Keith were sitting.
Well, that's where Mick was waiting for Keith.
Yeah.
He was waiting. And Keith was walking, and Mick was standing on the stoop. And at the end of the video, he finally got there. There you go. So, but in fact, I can't, and Jess will tell you, I can't, and anybody that I've ever been on St. Mark's with will tell you, I cannot walk down the block between First Avenue and Avenue A on St. Mark's and not start singing, I'm not waiting on a lady.
What are you waiting on?
I'm just waiting on a friend.
Okay.
There you go.
Fair enough.
That and I yelled Jimmy. And I don't know where that came from, but years and years and years ago.
As in Page?
On that block, well, I just, Jimmy! And somebody would always turn around, name Jim. You!
Hey, what's your name?
Exactly.
Tony.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Tony.
Jimmy. Anyway.
What's your name? Ezekiel.
Ezekiel?
You haven't seen that?
Ezekiel? No, I haven't.
Holy shit. It's oh my God, this thing's been viral for a while and people keep redoing it.
I haven't seen it.
One of the funniest redos they did of it is there was two cruise ships near each other. Mm-hmm. One guy on one cruise ship yells out, "Hey, what's your name?" And someone from the other cruise ship yelled out, "Tony." Goes, "Fuck you, Tony." Mm-hmm. And then Tony goes, and the other guy on the other cruise ship, "What's your name?" He goes, "Ezekiel." Goes, "Fuck you, Ezekiel."
Yeah.
And it continues on like, "Hey, you know what I did last night? Don't you do it. Don't you go there." And he started talking about his mom. And they've done it with dogs. They've done it. This one's been redone a few times. You've got. I'll have to find it and send it to you. It's hilarious.
That's pretty funny. I have to say, of all of the of all the times I've heard the name Ezekiel, right? Because it's not.
It's usually biblical.
It's usually biblical, and it's been used here and there and everything else. But of late, of within the last 10 years, if you will, the one Ezekiel, um, I c-
Ezekiel 1?
I couldn't stand when that Ezekiel, and it was primarily because of the team he was on. But
Okay.
I couldn't stand when that one Ezekiel went,
Zeke, yeah.
"Feed me." Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
feed you my fist. No,
Get over it.
I'm kidding.
He doesn't play anymore.
He
Leave him
doesn't play anymore. I won't feed you my fist. I'm sorry. It's just it was my Giants bitterness and my revenge. I actually feel bad for Cowboys fans now. Actually, I don't hate the Cowboys like I used to,
I don't.
because they have to deal with Jerry Jones, and all of them are actually like, you know, they're commiserating with Giants fans. They're like, yeah, we suck too. So
Okay, here we go. Okay, whatever.
what are you doing?
There we go. Messages, and then I gotta find
You're finding this video? Is that what you're doing?
Played on. Oh, I found the video with the what's your name,
Hmm.
and now we shall. Okay, I'm done. Right, how do we go from here? Can we? No,
Where do we go from here?
not all the children are grown up.
Where do we go from here now that all of the children are growing up? I love that song. It's a great song.
It's a take it over deep. Okay, let's do it on Facebook Messenger because it's not working that way. There we go.
Games you will play, you take it or you leave it.
Okay, so I'll send you the Tony and Ezekiel thing.
You sent me the Tony and Ezekiel thing. You didn't send me the video for Games People Will Play from Alan Parsons, did you?
No, I haven't.
No,
I'm pretty certain you've seen that.
I've seen it a number of times.
You've a number of times, but you haven't seen this one. You've got to see this one, and then eventually it'll lead to all the variants of it. And the one with the dogs is hilarious, but I really prefer the one with the cruise ships.
What's funny is what Alan Parsons' project song has definitely millennials and most of Gen Z heard many times, but not even realized it was an Alan Parsons project song.
Is that the Chicago Bulls entry song?
And it's called
I can't remember the name of it.
Sirius.
Sirius, that's right. After the dog star, not with an E, with an I.
With an I. Sirius.
And no O. There's no O in it.
No. Sirius.
Seriously.
Sirius. Sirius.
Not kidding. Serious.
Sirius. And what did Sirius lead into on the album?
Gonorrhea.
Serious?
Serious.
Song. What song did?
Oh, I don't know. I had the greatest hits.
You said the first word twice just there.
Mm-hmm. I Robot.
High in the Sky.
Eye in the Sky. It's off one of the later ones. I Robot was my favorite album of theirs, by the way.
Yeah, it was a good album. So, like the Eagles, to a point, Alan Parsons was definitely ahead of his time.
He was. He was also the producer for one of the best-selling albums of all time.
Mm-hmm.
You know which one that is?
I do, and don't even ask me right now because I have that senior moment. My mind's blank. If you asked me yesterday, I'd tell you, but if you're asking me right now, I'm on the spot and I can't.
Well, the album cover had it had a prism on the cover.
Oh, yeah. Did it have one beam of light going in and a rainbow coming out the other side?
It done did.
It done did. Was it black behind that?
It done was.
Was there very, very, very few other things, like maybe a couple of words written in white text?
Yes. One said the band's name, and the rest of the words said the album's name.
The album's name. That would be Chicago 17.
No.
Yeah.
Iron-studded diaphragm.
Iron-studded diaphragm.
No. Dark Side of the Moon.
Dark Side of the Moon from Pink Floydish.
That'd be the one. Yeah. And Alan Parsons was the producer for that album.
Yeah. Fantastic musician. That would seem like another lifetime ago.
It does.
It was.
Well, my drinks are gone.
So are mine. So are mine.
So I think I need to turn in.
You think you need to turn in? Turn into what?
I'm not sure.
Turn into a
Not a pumpkin.
not a pumpkin?
Maybe something other than a Mets fan. That might be healthier.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, we got a lot of good shows coming up on the Enda Chaser Spirits, and we're actually changing. We discussed this, and we'll announce it here. It is no longer a spirits and beer pairing show. It is a spirits and pairing show. Or is it
that's why it's and a chaser.
And a chaser. It's a spirits show. It's a cocktail show.
It's a craft spirit show.
It's a craft spirit show. It's a craft cocktail show.
Craft cocktail show. I think I like that better. Craft cocktail show.
It's a craft cocktail show.
Yes.
It is not. There will be beer on here from time to time.
There will be beer,
and there has been, and there will be again. But it has developed into a cocktail show. It's still going to be called Enda Chaser because most of the time we do have a chaser. We just tonight I chased my suffering bastard with a fog cutter.
And samurai. I chased my suffering samurai with a painkiller.
There you go. So there'll always be a chaser of sorts. So there.
And we've done cocktails chased by cocktails before.
And we've done cocktails chased by spirits on their own.
Yep. Cocktails chased by spirits, cocktails chased by beer, cocktails chased by pastries.
We've done that too.
We've done that
too. So it's always there's always a chaser, right? So and the chaser still applies, but so it's from going forward, it's a craft cocktail show. So there you go.
Oh, did I show you what came?
And tonight was our 40th show. 40th show. Okay.
Did I show you what came yesterday?
What came yesterday? Show me. I can't see. Your ring light is really washing it out. Oh, Underberg, you ordered. Wow, you just ordered that on Tuesday.
It came the very next day, and I'm going to bust the seal right now.
You're going to break the seal right here in front of us on the show.
Oh, God. I'm having trouble breaking the seal here, though. That comes with age.
I was going to say that comes with age.
Wow, this one's
keep searching. You'll find it.
That's a hell of a seal there. That's one.
What movie? Quick.
Oh, I don't remember.
Keep searching. You'll find it. Very nice. Hedley Lamar was not Hedley Lamar. Count the money.
Count the money.
Count de Monet was had called over a certain individual who I won't say his name or his job, and he was about to relieve himself into a bucket, and Bernays said, "Keep searching, you'll find it."
You'll find it.
And that's when he said, "Don't get saucy with me, Bernays."
Yes.
So
I don't think the king said it to him.
No. Count the money, he said.
Count this money said it to him, but I thought he said that in the carriage when he was talking about his raisins.
Oh, he was. Yeah, your raisins. You're right. He said it then.
It was in the carriage.
It's in the carriage, yeah. And this is, of course, history of the world.
The peasants are revolting. And they smell that too.
Yeah, they stink on ice.
That's what it was. Hump or death.
Humperdink?
Humperdink.
All right, hump. Yeah. It's good to be the king.
Choose in space.
Apple cores, freshly picked from the garbage of the rich.
There are so many.
Nothing. I have absolutely nothing for sale.
There were racist jokes in there that I didn't get when I first saw it.
Well, when the movie first came out, we were what? 10, 11, 12 years old?
Yeah, something like that. Will you guys walk, march, and step? My tits are shaking off.
Mm-hmm. And that's the Ethiopian, Shim Sham.
Man. Madeline Kahn.
Where are you from? The Upper East Side. Where? 185th Street.
Yep. Gregory Hines.
Oh yeah.
Hell of a dancer. Hell of an actor too. Him in White Knights. He was fantastic in White Knights.
You know what movie it is? I like
That was Baryshnikov.
Baryshnikov, yeah.
And who was the model who was in it? I could picture her face.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I can't remember her name though.
But who was that? But you know what movie and it's self-serving. It's a comedy movie to a point, anyway. But one of my favorite Gregory Hines movies, Billy Crystal was in. Does that help you?
No.
Running Scared.
Running Scared.
Mm-hmm.
I never saw.
When there were two Chicago cops.
I'm not sure I saw that one.
No.
No.
You didn't see that?
No. It was Isabella Rossellini.
Oh, that's right. It was.
And Helen Mirren was in that.
Helen Mirren was.
You know what? You know how long it took me to realize that Helen Mirren played Morgan Le Fay in Excalibur?
Really?
It took me forever to realize that it was Helen Mirren.
That's crazy.
And that was one of Patrick Stewart's first movies.
You're right. It was. But what Running Scared was Gregory Hines and Billy Crystal were partners. They're Chicago cops. They're partners. They decided to retire and go down to Miami and open up a bar. And they wound up getting dragged back, and they wound up going because of a particular case or whatever. They wound up going back to Chicago, and everything ensued, and so forth and so on. It was a good movie. I enjoyed the movie. Me personally, it was one of my not my top 80s movies, but it was definitely in the running kind of thing. But that movie,
Jimmy Smits was in that, huh?
Jimmy Smits was in it. Jimmy Smits was he was one of the leaders of the criminals that they were after.
Let me guess. Joe Pantoliano was probably the
Joey Pants.
Joey Pants. Was he the informer?
He was the informer.
Yeah. Was he?
He might have been.
He always plays an informer.
Yeah. No, he was in that movie too. He was in that. And the lead song that got the most airplay, there was always a signature song, from the movie, was "Sweet Freedom" from Michael McDonald.
Michael McDonald. It always comes around to Michael McDonald.
Always comes back to Michael McDonald. And there you have it. So,
you know my theory about all the songs back in that era is that Michael McDonald lived at the studio.
Oh yeah.
And if they needed a background,
he was there.
Background artist, they're like, well, Mike's around here somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And I still think that his singing style is, and you can try this if you want, take a hit off a blunt, don't exhale it, and then sing.
I keep forgetting we're not in love anymore.
See?
I know. And I didn't even take a hit off a blunt.
But you got to hold the breath in and sing.
Exactly.
And I really think that's his singing style.
What was Michael McDonald's first band he was in? And I'm not talking about when he was 14 in high school.
You're talking about the Doobie Brothers.
First professional band he was in? Nope.
Before the Doobie Brothers.
Prior to the Doobie Brothers.
What was he in before the Doobies?
That would be a band named after a dildo from a book.
Steely Dan.
That would be Steely Dan. That was correct. Yep. What band was the Doobie Brothers lead guitarist Skunk Baxter in prior to the Doobie Brothers?
That I don't know.
That would be a band named after a dildo from a book.
Steely Dan.
Steely Dan. Very good. Who brought Michael McDonald into the Doobie Brothers?
Steely Dan.
Skunk Baxter.
Oh,
they're related groups. And who was the original drummer for Steely Dan before they were Steely Dan? When they were in college, and the band was called the Leather Canary.
That'd be Chevy Chase.
Chevy friggin' Chase.
That one I know. Chevy Chase.
I'm going back to the late '60s for that one. So.
Yep.
Yeah, when Dave and I were shitting in our pants. And getting changed, not like now.
It's squishy.
There you go. I should have said diapers. That would have made it a little bit more obvious, right?
It's still squishy.
It's still squish. There you go.
It's just not as wet.
Not as wet, exactly. It's kind of, it's just squishy. There you go. All right.
I hope I don't know that from experience.
Yeah, I don't even want to go there. So. All right. So we got a bunch of shows coming up. We got some guests coming on. Little Water mentioned before, they're going to be coming on soon. 2XO Distilling, a few distilleries from Kentucky are going to be coming on. We definitely want to have Dave Wiley back. If you remember, La Pulga was on a couple months ago. Definitely going to have him on again.
He's definitely he is a student of this book right here by Dave Arnold. One of Dave Arnold's acolytes, apparently, from Liquid Intelligence.
Liquid Intelligence, yes, absolutely.
He only referenced Liquid Intelligence about 15 times on that.
15 or 18 times, yeah. But no, it's fantastic. So we'll have him back, and oh
wait, there's more.
Pièce de Resistance. Soon enough, we'll have another show on a Wednesday, and Tom, the Beer Whisperer, and
all three of us.
And can actually come back on the show. Actually, and get on
because
nice. He works every Thursday night. And the last two shows, he wasn't able to join. He had the link. He was very busy at work. Tonight being one of them, he was very busy at work.
Yeah.
But he will be. If you want to see Tom, you can actually check him out on his channel at the pub. But you can also check him out a week from Tuesday on the Logger Room Show. It is our annual Christmas in July show. So it'll be myself and Samurai.
I've already started taking some inventory here to figure out what I'm going to drink.
Mm-hmm. I have some breaking news, but I'm not going to break it on this show. I will break it on that show, and it's Christmas beer related.
I thought you were talking about your circumcision.
No. That broke. Yeah, never mind.
That wrist.
Okay. The moil and never mind. Anyway, was there one? No, anyway. Now it was just a doctor in a cold office, and that was the end of it. I was quite young then. I think it was about 4 hours old, so I didn't think it mattered much.
I'm sure I was that old. I think they did it in utero.
It might have just went in there and anyway. So lots of good content coming up on the Chaser. Lots of good content coming up on the Logger guys. Check everything out. Well, I got some articles coming up. There's going to be more content, and I did announce it on the last show, and I will reiterate within the next couple of weeks, the Chaser will have its own website. There won't be piggybacking off of the Logger Room guys any longer, and also an Instagram page too.
Yeah, that shows we really got to stop riding their coattails.
Exactly.
I mean, they're so much more talented than we are, and
they are. Those two guys on the Logger Room guys,
so much, and they have no talent.
They have very little talent, but more than Dave and us.
Yeah,
exactly. So they're approaching 300 shows in 6 years of doing this. So we're only at 40 shows, and well, we've been doing this 2.5 years, so we've only gotten 40 shows in.
Well, those guys are just raging alcoholics. We know.
Yeah, those guys just do a show every week.
Yeah,
we do a show a little bit more often now, but I mean, there have been times where we've gone a month and a half without a show. So
yeah. Those guys can't go. They can barely go a week without
a show. In fact, I know those guys. Like one of them's going away in August, and the other one's going to do a show by himself, and then the other one's going away in November. And that guy's going to do a show by himself. So
yeah, and the shorter of the drunks is going to Puerto Rico. The taller of the drunks is going. Where's the taller drunk going?
Maine.
That's right. Maine. That one's going to Maine.
He told me the other day. I'm pretty sure it's Maine.
Yeah. Well, every now and then I catch their show.
And every now and then, you've said every now and then, at least a half a dozen times in the last 20 minutes.
Well, every now and then I like to overuse every now and then.
Every now and then I get a little bit tired and I get a little bit lonely, and you never come around, turn around. There's a reason I brought that
because
up.
She just passed
today.
Yesterday.
Today.
Was it today? I thought it was yesterday.
It was today. It was early today.
Bonnie Tyler.
Total Eclipse of the Heart and Holding Out for a Hero.
Holding Out for a Hero. Those were two big hits.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And if you've never seen there was now this is going way back.
Mm-hmm.
There was this bunch of guys that did a thing called literal videos.
Mm-hmm.
and their best one was Total Eclipse of the Heart. And what they did was they took a music video and they changed the lyrics to the song to match what was going on in the video.
I thought they changed the video to match the lyrics because that would have been funny. Because living in a powder keg, like some guy in a powder keg and like sparks flying out of it, you know.
No, it's even funnier because if anybody who's ever seen the video for Total Eclipse of the Heart,
I've seen
all the weird.
It's absolutely hysterical.
Weird video.
It's absolutely hysterical. It's great. You got to watch it.
So when they changed the lyrics to describe like the army of Fonzies, it was very cool.
Very cool. It was good. It was very, very good.
And they didn't really have any other good ones after that.
Not so much. No.
No.
I got to be honest with you. I'm not. Old man yelling at a cloud here. But the videos, the early videos, the early days of MTV from 81, to maybe 80, to maybe probably 87 or 88, I'd say, were some of the best video content. Well thought of. It wasn't just sex. It wasn't just, pardon my French, tits and ass.
So a lot of it was.
A lot of it, some of it was early on, but there was other stuff too.
Oh yeah,
right. It wasn't just that. Right. Because once you got to like 88, 89 and into the 90s, that's all it was.
I still think one of the most ridiculous videos ever. Aldo Nova's video.
Fantasy.
Life is just a fantasy.
Yeah.
Where it's like, what was he, 4'9"?
I think he was shorter than that. He was like 3'2". He was like this,
and he comes out of this helicopter, trying to look all badass in his leopard skin tights, and he blows open the door with the laser beam that comes out of his guitar.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting there going, "This is complete awfulness." But you couldn't. But it's like watching a train wreck. You couldn't tear your eyes away from it.
Life is just a fantasy. Won't you live this fantasy life? It was. Yeah.
You shouldn't have not gotten close to the mic for that one.
I tried not to. I backed up a little.
Didn't help.
My falsetto kind of empowers itself. It just. But in any event, it just look. Anybody says that the 80s were not one of the best decades ever, and I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're 12 right now. Look at what we did back then, right? There's only one other decade that I can think of that holds a candle to the 80s, and that's the 50s. It really is. In the last,
I don't remember the 50s.
I don't remember the 50s either because I was born a decade later, and so were you.
Oh, I spent most of the 50s drunk.
You spent most of your 50s drunk.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
Thanks for clarifying.
All right, there you go. But in the last 126 years, those were by far the two best decades, the 50s and the 80s. And I'm not being an old man here. Do your research. Go look at movies. Go listen to music and see the pop culture from the 50s, and then go listen to music.
Just do us a favor. Don't look at the fashion.
No. Look at some of the fashion. Look at some of it. Not all of it. Certainly not all of it. Some of it.
Parachute pants.
I said no Cavariccis. I wish I still had some Cavariccis.
Leg warmers.
Leg warmers, not so much. But hey, all women wear now are
the Gossamer gloves,
are tights, and that's all they wore in half of the 80s anyway. So
some of the male bands hairstyles.
Yeah, it's a different story. There were stuff. There's stuff that's dated, that's for sure. But the music, the TV shows, the movies, go watch it and tell me there's something. And tell me there's nothing you don't like.
But the jeans weren't ripped yet.
No, they weren't. They weren't acid washed either. Till the late 80s. Mm-hmm. Members only jackets. Remember them?
Oh God, please.
Did you have one?
No, I didn't.
You never had one?
No, anytime I saw a guy with a members only jacket, I just wanted to punch him.
You never had a members only jacket?
I never.
I had one. I probably wore it 3 times. but
I did have a pair of parachute pants that I wore
by the way, a relative bought it for me. Not even my parents. Like an aunt or something like that bought it
No,
for me. So I wore it. I'm like, I wore it 3 times, and the looks I got when I wore it, I'm like, yeah, I'm not wearing this again.
yeah, no, no, no,
But I
no,
did
no,
them.
no, nope, 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 and nope,
Did you ever wear wigwams?
nope.
You never wore wigwams, and you never wore wigwams with high tops, pushed the wigwams down, and wore sweats with I will just say the correct name, the A t-shirts. I won't say um the slang term for those shirts.
You mean the tanks,
The tanks, yeah.
the white ribbed tanks,
White ripped tanks. I won't say either of the two nicknames for
the whiskey bravos.
or the Georgia Tangos.
Well, you just I don't know what's so bad about guinea tea, but
I am one, so I can say that, right? That's fine. That's
I also never wore an alligator on my shirt.
Oh, you never had an Izod Lacoste shirt?
I never had that. As a matter of fact, I was diametrically opposed against Izod Lacoste to the point that I had
to the point where you never went to the Meadowlands Arena while it was the Izod Center.
I never actually did. I only went with Brendan Byrne. One of my teachers back in the day wore Izod Lacoste all the time, and it was civics. So part of the tradition in that class was to create a breakaway republic.
Okay.
And his name was Mr. Darton. So we named our breakaway republic No Trad.
No Trad.
Which is just Darton spelled backwards. Mm-hmm. And the flag was red and white stripes with an upside down dead alligator in the middle of it. That was our nation's flag.
Nice. There you go.
This particular teacher as well. He always had a yardstick in his valise, his bag that he'd carry around.
How big was the valise? He had a yardstick in it.
Well, it stuck out on both sides.
All right.
That's how we knew it was a yardstick in there. And so one time he was a little late for class. So what we did is we pushed all the desks to the edge, turned out the lights, and I went to the shades and I pulled out that wooden rod at the bottom of the shade. Mm-hmm. He comes into the class, realizes all the lights are out and all the desks are pushed back, puts the valise down because now he knows something's up, and all of a sudden he hears from behind him, "No, I made the noise."
You had a lightsaber. So.
No, I didn't. I had the rod. From the
you had a. I'm using air quotes for those of you listening to
yes.
the podcast. Lightsaber, right?
And he went, "Now the student is the master. Prepare for adventure." And he pulls out and we had a duel right in the middle of the class. I wound up besting him. Nice. And I had him yield and make sure that he gave everybody in the class 100% on the next quiz, which he did honor it. However, that he did announce that quiz accounted for 0% of the grade. Mr. Darton always had the last laugh.
Right back at you. There you
yep. Even when you bested him, he'd still come out on top.
There you go. I could tell you stories. Some of them I probably shouldn't.
Well, I can tell a story about Mr. Darton because he has sadly passed.
Gotcha. But yeah, you know what? We should do a pop culture. I was gonna say we should do a pop culture show on this. We should do a pop culture podcast. Is what we should do. I mean, probably wouldn't get a weekly one out of it, but it wouldn't. We could focus on one or two things, but it's fantastic. And I've been thinking about it for a while, but we can add it to the Log Room Guys podcast network.
We'll have to see about that because right now I gotta pee. So let's wrap this up.
I think we should wrap it up because you gotta pee, I gotta pee, and I gotta eat. I'm hungry. You ate dinner before the show. I did not.
I did. I had some tacos. One with camarones, the other with chorizo.
And I do apologize for the lateness of the start. Just to let everybody know, yes, it is technical difficulties.
No one
cares, but I just want to point this out. I do because I told you, and I didn't say it on the show the other night, but I've purchased a new computer. Okay. However, I have to wait a month to get it because the majority of the microchips and processors that are available right now are being bought by AI companies.
That are just doing, and the AI is just doing terrible things out there.
So, yeah. So I have to wait a month for a computer that in any other point in time I could have had in an hour. I have to wait a month.
Yeah, so you've got to wait so that they can take these chips to make things, to do things that can't rhyme or spell.
Right. Or yeah, exactly. And not even spell. It's not as if they even use actual letters when they put
Yeah,
them.
sometimes, yeah, it's like, is that a hippopotamus?
Exactly. It's like they're what are they? The dingbats, right?
Oh yeah, the dingbats.
Dingbats, yeah.
So how do you spell your name again? Well, apparently, according to HI, it's hippopotamus, airplane, pile of dung, mosquito, ballpoint pen.
Don't forget the X and the 2. There you
X squared, and the 2 is subscript.
go. Subscript, right? Exactly.
So it's not squared because that'd be superscript.
Right, it's subscript. It's on the bottom, right? Anyway, all right. So we got a lot of good content coming up. We said that already. Check out everything going on. We'll post when we actually do have the other website up and running, and any other content coming up. And going forward, anytime we have a guest on, we will put that up ahead of time so you know what's going on. It's not just a show with us, the two of us, or Tom or anybody like that. So
you're going to tell me too, right?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course. Well, you'll know ahead of time. So anyway. But on that note, we will wrap up the show for today. We want to thank everybody for watching. And for those of you just listening to the audio podcast, thank you for listening. Don't forget to visit our website. Currently, all of the Ender Chaser info will be on the Logroom Guys website, which is www.logroom.com. It's LAGERROM.com. But soon enough, again, we'll post it on the Facebook page when the Ender Chaser website is up and running. Anyway, and please remember, like us and follow us on all of our social media. Right now, it's just Facebook. It will be Instagram when that website launches, so you'll have both of those. But we'll put them up, and they'll be at Ender Chaser. And of course, all of our shows are available on YouTube as well on the Logroom channel. Remember, we go live with the video podcast on Facebook and YouTube every other Thursday night-ish, sometimes on a Wednesday night, but around 6:30, 7 o'clock Eastern time. And for those of you who just want to listen to the audio podcast, you can do so on our audio host Spreaker, as well as iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. I'm glad you don't do the ratings anymore. iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Odyssey, Audible, Google Podcasts, Amazon.
I never did do it on this show. It was only on a lot.
No, you didn't. Tune in, Podcast Addict, Castbox, Deezer, Podchaser, Listen Notes. Pretty much anywhere you can find audio podcasts, you will find the Ender Chaser podcast. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to one or more of those feeds, and you will never miss a show. Again, thanks for
like and follow.
Again, thanks for following along with us. Have a great rest of your week. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you in a couple weeks, folks. Take care. Cheers.
These guys say bye-bye.
Bye. So does Bob. And what's his name?
I don't remember it already.
Well, it's not Gur. It's someone at She. It's someone at C.
Cletus? No.
Cletus. Not Charlie. We'll think of it.
What do you have for me today, Cletus?
There you go.
The planet in the ice cave system. The inhabitants call it Earth.
We'll look back on the show and find out what we call it.
Do you know where that's from?
What do you have for me today, Cletus?
It's a planet in the ice cave system. The inhabitants refer to it as Earth.
That sounds familiar. What is it? Just tell me. We got to end the show.
It's actually from the movie, but it's also the opening lines audio from the hit theme song by Queen.
Oh, to Flash
Gordon.
Yeah. You're right.
I like to play with things a while.
There you go.
Matt's fan side out. Nice.
Mike's
Mike's
Hard
Lemonade.
Mike's.
Flash Gordon brought to you by Mike's Hard Lemonade.
You're not wrong. That'd be funny. Max Foncito is fantastic. Yeah, definitely. Anyway, all right, folks. We'll see you in a couple weeks. Take care. Enjoy. Anybody have any content you want to see us do? Any drinks you want to see us do? Any cocktails you want to see us do? Any cocktails that you've invented that you want to see us try and see if we like them, or maybe even do your version and then our version of your version. Right in.
That'd be pretentious to do that. Just to do their version.
No.
But this is not because we're running out of ideas. We're not.
No,
Not
not at
even-
all. No, not at all. No, well, I mean you don't.
No,
Have,
not like when we're on
don't
the
write
locker
it at
room
all.
guys.
It's fine. We have plenty of content for you, but
Yeah, it's not like on the locker room guys where we're running out of ideas for the top threes.
We want to include you. We want to include you. So maybe Dave's right. We won't reinvent yours, but or maybe if we like it that much, we can tweak it a little bit, and put our flair to it. But write in. Let us know. Let us know what you're talking about. So anyway, we'll talk to you in a couple weeks, folks. Take care. Cheers.
Last periodic. I knew him, Horatio.
I knew you know him.
A man.
Oh, you knew him.
Best.
Cheers.